about trading in the stock market. So first of all, he needs to decide for himself whether he's going to be a partner in the business of so-and-so company, or he's going to buy shares in order to resell when the prices went up and the shares became much more expensive. So let's talk about this group of people who buys and sell more or less permanently. So a person watches these wonderful lines indicating the prices movements, and he sees that the prices rise and fall. They form prolonged trends, that is, the movements in the same direction, up or down, for more or less a relatively long period of time. And he thinks to himself, let's say, well, let me show you. So he thinks to himself, let's designate the starting point when he started watching, like as 0, okay? And the prices were at point P0 at this time. So the prices started moving up and reached, well, let's say, point price 1. Then they moved up further, and they reached the price P2, and so on. So the person thinks to himself, if I had bought the shares at this point when the prices were P0, or even later when the price reached the point P1, or even later when the prices reached the point P2, now I would earn quite a lot, a big amount of money. Maybe that much that I shouldn't go to work anymore, right? This is everlasting dream of a man, right? To earn that much that he doesn't need to go to work anymore. So let's, at this point, P3, let's designate it as T3. He decides that to join this festivity of life, right? He decides that I don't want to be like my neighbors who go to work. I want to be like a rich person. So I invest my money, and I'm going to reap the harvest afterwards, which is going to be much better comparing to the money that I own. So after that, and probably some of you experience this situation. So after that, the prices make another move up, and the person thinks, wow, I'm a clever chap. I decided to enter the stock market at this point, and now the prices are up. And I already have quite good income. So, but then the prices make a sharp turn and start falling. And they fall, and maybe they go even below the prices when he started watching. Right? So, at this point, a bit of disappointment strikes this person, right? So, after he invested for a while, he was charmed when he was watching the income. But then, the stock market entered the stage when he experienced a very bitter disappointment. And I would call this charming zone. But this zone, I would call this for many people, disappointment zone is that deep that the person loses all his money. At least his investments suffer very serious loss. And he thinks to himself, why have I involved myself in all this? This is gambling. This is risky. My wife probably had told me not to do that, but I didn't obey. I didn't listen to her. And those neighbors who go on working, they are much more clever than me. Okay, so this is a situation that many people suffer. And in order to avoid this, we need to become much more responsible when we invest in the stock market. We have to develop this responsibility in order to reach some success, right? But what our responsibility should be based on? Now, let's step out of these churn zones and disappointment zones. Let's turn away from emotions. I suggest that we look at trading as a business, right? Because stock market trading, it is not a fun. It is not just entertainment. It is a business, and we are a serious business. You have to look at it from this point of view. As well as any other business, stock market trading includes both gains and losses. That means you expect to gain, but you can also lose, right? Therefore, let's clarify one very important point. That is, that we invest our money not in shares, not in the futures, etc. But we should invest our money in the trading of shares, futures, etc. And this is a very important difference, right? Because this means that now we can base our responsibility on something solid, not just on our dreams or our ideas that the prices should go up. Why would they need to go up from here? We don't know. Maybe they shouldn't have gone up from this point, but they did, right? So if they went up from this point all the way to this point, why should we expect that they will go up further? Nothing is going up in the sky, and nothing is going to fall grounded. Okay? So we have to be balanced in our decisions. A simple example from life. Imagine that you have money, and somebody comes to you and suggests that you give him your money. And he explains it like this.